Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than what you're used to seeing, but I thought I would take you along on a day in the life in isolation. I am probably not the only one, but I'm going a little bit crazy. Thankfully, lately we've had some really sunny days and it's starting to warm up just a little bit, so we've been able to get outside, which is really nice, but I'm so ready for this stuff to be over with and to get back to our normal daily schedules. But so lately we have been getting up first thing in the morning and trying to get outside. It was a little bit chilly first thing in the morning, so we made sure that we bundled up, and Brian had actually already taken the kids for a walk earlier this morning and let me sleep in just a little bit because I was up several times with the kids the night before and I can't even remember why. I think that they'd gotten cold. I think that was my fault, but anyways. So Selah has been loving playing with Mason, our dog, and is starting to learn how to be more gentle. But I wanted to bundle Micah up a little bit more because he lost it on the way back from his walk with Brian because he was so cold, his little hands were. And so I wanted to make sure that he was bundled up just a little bit better and so that he could stay nice and warm. And also I decided to wear him on my back with this little backpack that I've had since I've had Selah. I think I got it at a yard sale, but that thing has come in handy so many times and it actually made my workout just a little bit harder, so that's nice too. But Brian always has to put him in there if he's on my back, so that's what he's doing here. And this particular morning I had a smoothie, and I'm really bad about drinking my smoothies unless I'm like in the car going somewhere, so I made sure that I took it on my walk with me and then turned some Rascal Flatts on because that's my favorite country band. I don't even listen to country that much, but I really like some Rascal Flatts and it just makes my day happier, I think. And then we were off on our walk. So Brian stayed behind on this one and it was just me and the kiddos, Mike on my back and Selah pushing the stroller for about a fourth of the way of the walk. And then she decided she wanted to ride, but she's a reckless driver, and of course, trying to get footage for you guys, I will set the camera down and record us walking or record us doing whatever we're doing, and apparently she thinks that I'm leaving the camera behind, so when we are walking past it, sometimes she decides that she has to grab it, like here, for instance. So when she decides that she wants to be pushed in the stroller and I have Micah on my back, I'm definitely getting a harder workout for this walk. And my goodness, you guys, the toddler years are so trying. They want to do everything themselves, which I'm thankful for. I'm thankful that she wants to learn, but oh my gosh, sometimes it takes them forever to get anywhere because they want to do everything themselves and they're just not quite good at it yet. But we went on our walk, and on the way, probably about halfway, Micah fell asleep, which you guys thought was the sweetest. I just felt him bobbing around back there, and so I just knew that he was comfortable enough to fall asleep, and it was just so sweet. So I took him in and laid him down, and I usually put a blanket on top of him, but since he was all bundled up already, I just went ahead and just laid him down in his little outfit and left him that way. But oh my gosh, you guys, holding my sleeping babies is probably the best feeling in the entire world. So once I got him laid down, I decided to go outside and start my workout. I've talked to you guys a little bit about my hip issues, but recently I figured out what is going on, and I've also learned some stretches and exercises that's going to help with that pain, and I will talk to you guys a little bit more about that later. But that is what I'm doing here. I am watching a YouTube video on how to do these certain things, and I'm doing it on the ground because the ground is supposed to have different frequencies that help to heal your body. So you guys can get out there and get on the ground. I think bare feet and like your skin is supposed to be best, but as long as you don't have rubber shoes on, it's supposed to work just as good, I think. But I have been doing these exercises for about 5 or 6 days now, and I've already noticed a difference, so I can't wait to share with you guys a little bit more on what's going on with that. But after I did those stretches, I started doing our Home Bodies workout. This is the group that my husband and his team have put together for while we are in isolation. So they post a workout every day, and I try to do them. So this one was a killer. I actually didn't even finish it all because I haven't been working out very much lately with my hip pain, so I am beyond out of shape. It's pretty rough. So this was very hard for me, but I felt like I got a good sweat in, and it was nice to be soaking up that vitamin D as well. So since the stores have been completely out of bread lately, I have been making sourdough bread, which I was making this before the stores were ever completely out of bread. But my daughter loves this. She loves to help, and she loves to knead the dough. She loves to eat the dough, not the dough, the bread. And it's just really healthy for you. And the fact that we already have the ingredients at home, it's just our sourdough starter, flour and water, and some sea salt. That's all it is, and it's really, really good. No yeast, and we love this. So that's what I was working on here. So the night before, I think it was, I had to knead it and let it rise, and then you have to do that whole process over again and let it sit for a while before you actually cook it. So I was kneading these into 2 separate loaves so that we could put it in the oven. I've also started taking some newer supplements. I've been taking zinc, vitamin D, and minerals. So zinc is really good for your immune system and to help you heal, and vitamin D has been known to get rid of the coronavirus, guys. Actually, I don't think I'm supposed to say that word. Sorry. Anyways, so make sure you take your vitamin D. If you don't, get out in the sun. It kills it. And then I was having a taco bowl. So this is not new. If you've been on my channel for the past year or so, then you'll probably see me eating a taco bowl. But I'm having some homemade kraut with that. You guys, this stuff is delicious. It goes with just about anything. It's hardly any calories, but it adds so much flavor. It's so good. And this is what I had for lunch. So while I was outside eating my lunch, we actually had some people drive by our house, and we have it on the market right now, but they just drove by. They didn't have an appointment or anything. They just wanted to see the house. So of course I took them in. I warned them that it was not clean, but they didn't seem to mind. So hopefully we will get the house sold soon and get to move on with our future plans. So be sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and you can follow along on that journey too. So one thing that I really enjoy doing is growing plants and watching them grow. Here I have actually planted a leaf off of a succulent and it's actually growing, you guys. I'm pretty excited about that. And then I have some herbs in my windowsill. So we have not got to start our garden this year just because we are planning on moving soon, hopefully. So I'm hoping that all of that happens fairly quickly so that we can get a garden planted at our new location that we are wanting to start. So, and then because it was pretty warm this day, I told Selah I would make her some popsicles. I don't like to buy the popsicles at the store most of the time because one, they are artificially sweetened usually or have loads of sugar in them, no nutrients, and then two, they have artificial colors which are terrible for you, not even to talk about your kids. So you can have like behavioral issues with your kids after having artificial colors. So we just want to make sure that we try to do things as natural as possible, and she loves this. So I just had 1 apple, 1 mango, and a little bit of almond milk, and I just put it in our food processor and then poured it into the popsicle molds, which I made a huge mess doing, but oh well, it doesn't have to be perfect. And eventually I would like to get some of the stainless steel molds, but for right now we have the plastic ones, and it works okay. Once I got that done, both of the kids were taking a nap, and so I decided to catch up on some reading. So I've been reading about having a homestead, which is something I really want to work towards. So chickens and farm animals, stuff that we can raise for food one day, and growing a garden, and just kind of doing that stuff. So I just wanted to sit out in the sun and tan those pasty legs and get some learning done. For supper, I made some homemade noodles. No, actually, these were not homemade. I think these were rice noodles, and they were not that good, honestly. They were really chewy. The pasta sauce was really good, and I think I added in there some zucchini, which tasted really good, but yeah, those noodles were not the best. But we've had them for a while. They need to be eaten. So we also had my homemade bread with it, which was delicious. So I have since started to watch what I eat a little bit more, not eat as many carbs. But anyways, this was a really good supper. Oh, and we added some nutritional yeast flakes on top, which adds some nutrition to it, and it tastes really good. So if you've never tried that, you'll have to try that on your spaghetti. So here, Selah just bit Micah, and yeah, so she got the spoon. Yeah, that's how we have to handle when she hurts her brother because nothing else works. Yeah, now she's really upset. So this is usually how every night is. She starts getting tired, she starts getting ornery, and it's really frustrating for everybody all around. But sometimes we will let them take a bath together, and that seems to get them calmed down. They play with the toys right before they go to bed. They get along for the most part, but Selah was extremely tired this night, so she was laughing one second and crying the next, and she really just needed to go to bed. Guys, Micah has been pulling up on everything. It is insane how fast he learned how to do that. So it was like one day he learned how to sit himself up from the belly, and then he was crawling, and then he was pulling himself up, all in less than a week. It was ridiculous. but every night now he gets a bottle before he goes to bed. I am done breastfeeding, so it's kind of bittersweet, but you guys, it's a huge break. So it lasted almost 9 months with him. I only lasted till 10 months with Selah, so I did pretty well. I was proud of myself. You know, I want to nurse them for as long as I can and am willing to, but yeah. Oh, and now you have Selah's camera.
I'll show my pants. Show my pants. Show my pants.
Oh, you're showing like a plant.
Yeah. Cheese. Yeah. I show my bed. That's pretty, Mom. I like it, Mom.
Thank you. I think you're pretty. I like you.
It's so much.
Thanks, baby. So Selah finally got her popsicle, and because it's healthy, I really don't mind when she gets it. She can have it for breakfast or she can have it before she goes to bed. It really doesn't bother me. So that's another good reason to make your own popsicles. The last thing that I did this day before heading to bed was play on the piano and sing. I don't know why, but I just felt like getting back on the keyboard and singing. So that's how I'm going to end this video. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. Give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comment section below how you guys are doing in isolation. I'll let you guys hear me play and sing, but don't worry, it's not perfect. In and out of situations, that tug of war and need. All day long I struggle for answers that I need. Then I come into His presence, and all my